hell yeah, man. Finally. Everything's done for this video. I wrote the instructions and everything. Nothing's gonna get in the way of just finally getting this recorded started. Alright. Alright, what's first on the list? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, so this YouTube shit is hard as hell. What's going on, everybody? I'm back. I know it's been a while. I know you guys missed me. I'm back, and hopefully this video is back with a vengeance as well. So for the last month that I haven't really posted, I've been spending time just doing a lot of research on what it means to be a YouTuber. You know, content creation, things of that nature in general. I've been studying up on it, trying to figure out why everything I make is so shit. Nah, but in all honesty, I just really didn't feel like I was putting in enough effort and energy into the videos that I was making. Kind of uploaded stuff because I felt like I just needed to be consistent and get things out there. But at the end of the day, YouTube is a game of appealing to an audience, which we're gonna get into in this video. So basically in this video, I'm gonna be talking about 4 major hurdles / steps / I don't know, checkpoints or whatever the case is that I think every person who's trying to make content and or start a YouTube should eventually hit or follow or think about in some capacity. How the hell do I do transitions again? Anyway, so just to be, you know, in the spirit of honesty, right? Because I'm an honest boy. I am kind of rebranding the channel. I don't really know what the original brand of the channel was, to be completely honest with you. I was really just taking it in whatever direction my heart felt at the time. But you know, your boy's really broke, so I kind of have to take this shit seriously. And there are a lot of people counting on me, so you know, gotta live up to my first generation quota and ensure that me and all my peoples get where they gotta go, you know? Shout out my Caribbeans, first generation borns, firstborn sons. You know. Okay, never mind. But yeah, so yeah, this is kind of a rebranding of the channel. Hopefully that comes across in my editing, in my storytelling, my ability to connect with you guys in whatever capacity that may be. So, you know, definitely leave a comment if you enjoy it, and if there's anything that you think I can improve on, please do not hesitate to give me your well-founded criticism. Wow, did my hair just really look like that for the whole time I was saying that? I'm mad. But yeah, anyways, let's get into the 4 hurdles. I would say the first hurdle is really just like your ideas, great ideas and execution. That's going to be the name of the first one, right? I wrote it down here. It's actually in the script that I wrote here, but I've tried to utilize the script so many times for this video, and every time I record it and I start editing, I literally hate the video. So I've re-recorded this video about 7 times. And you know, at the end of the day, it's not about how many times you do it, I guess. It's really more about, like, you know, how fast you get it done and how appropriately you get it done. You know, one of the major things that I really experienced when I first started creating YouTube content in general was that I felt like I had so many ideas, right? As someone who I deem myself to be creative a little bit, you know, like I'm creative at times. And it's just the fact that I wanted to be able to share my creativity with the world, you know, no matter how godforsaken it is at sometimes. But the whole point was that I had all these ideas and I just didn't know how to execute them. I think on a regular basis, I probably consume a little over, I don't know, like maybe 80 hours of YouTube in a month. Like, generally speaking, I don't know if I can find those stats. If I do find those stats, I'm gonna put it up right here, somewhere in this general area. I'm looking at my computer to kind of see if we can figure out where that is. Okay. Yeah, this is future editing, CJ. I don't know what the hell I was talking about here. Like, it says 61 hours in the last 7 days. Like, holy shit, bro. I don't even know what I'm really watching on YouTube for it to ever be that long. And then just today alone is 8 hours. So I guess realistically, I'm more so watching, like, there's 3 weeks in a month, so like closer to like 180 hours of content on YouTube. And I guess like maybe subtract like 20 or 30 or so for like the moments it's counting when I'm like asleep or whatever. But yeah, just had to update and fix that. But yeah, I watch what I believe to be around 80 hours of YouTube a month on YouTube, and I end up watching a lot of content that honestly, as much as I wish I could make it, I can see why I don't make it. And I think that was very apparent in the first couple of videos that I posted. If you look back to my older videos, granted there are not that many, but if you look back to them, you can kind of see that I was experimenting a little bit and just kind of messing around with the idea of being different types of channels. I did my introduction video, I did my video on like YouTube tips, things of that nature, and then I just started doing gaming videos. The hurdle that I initially faced personally was that I got to a roadblock of like the creation of ideas. Like I was making YouTube videos where I was recording, immediately uploading it after the recording, or recording the day before with some makeshift idea that I had, and then editing it in one night and then uploading it the next day, make the thumbnail and everything right before, whatever the case is. And it just seemed like, yeah, sometimes I felt I could be authentic in it, but other times it just felt more so like I was just slapping things together, and that wasn't the kind of content I was trying to make, to be completely honest with you. If anything, my hope is really to attempt to start a podcast channel at some point, which I think hopefully I'll try to do that soon. I'll try to do that like next month or something like that. But yeah, I just was really sitting there like looking back at the videos at the time of this recording, at the very least. I was looking back at the videos and I was saying like, is this really the best that I can make? And obviously the answer is no, because I can only get better at what it is that I do. But it was just the fact that it felt so shit. It felt so shit, bro. Like I just don't know what it was I don't know what it was specifically. Like even now, like I look at it and I'm like, this just feels like garbage. Like the timing of the edits are off. Story or whatever I was trying to portray in the video felt like it didn't come across the way I wanted it to, or I kept thinking of new ways that I could have done it. Video's already up and uploaded, so like, I just couldn't get the execution down, essentially. Having a good idea is a good thing, but you need to execute. I had so many different ideas that I tossed away because I was just like, this is not good enough. This is not going to go viral. This is not going to do this. This is not going to do that. When in reality, had I just done it, maybe one of those would have stuck. I had a lot of cool ideas and things that I wanted to do, which I'm not going to tell you now because I'm actually going to save them for the channel and commit to them. At the time of this recording, I'm going through a breakthrough right now where I just feel like I have been constantly told that I'm not trying hard enough. And it's getting really frustrating that it feels like I'm giving it my all and people aren't recognizing that. But I've decided I'm just gonna fucking do it. I'm just going to literally unleash what the manic part of me sometimes believes to just be like a literal god of just efficiency and willpower. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it reflects in the videos. I don't care, bro. This is gonna be an unhinged video. I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, that's just what the channel is gonna be. The channel's gonna be unhinged bullshit. Anyway, with the creation of new ideas and things of that nature, especially as someone who's newly established on any social media platforms, you kind of have to be realistic in how this game works. Like, I think that's the best way I can put it. At the end of the day, if you just want to upload stuff, just upload stuff, and that's fine. But if you're starting out with the mindset of like, yo, I want to make money off this, which that is exactly what the fuck I'm trying to do. At the end of the day, you have to come into it with some sort of gusto and understanding that a lot of this is a numbers game. Creativity and, put passion aside, this is a numbers game. There's things that you're going to have to do. All of that needs to also be executed. Once you actually get down the idea of executing it and what that looks like, creating a plan for yourself, creating a system for yourself, and things of that nature, it just all falls in seamlessly at that point. Bro, how do these transitions work? Anyways, we are on to hurdle 2. Looking at my script here, I named it Who Are You? I named it Who Are You, but I don't really know what we're naming it again. So editing me is gonna actually put up whatever it is that I want it to be. I'll voice it over here. It's just who are you, man? Like, do better. Wait, what's good with you, bro? Oh, booyah. But yeah, it's named Who Are You, and like I was saying before, as a perfectionist or someone who wants to consider themselves a perfectionist to make themselves feel better about themselves when they fail to execute certain things, my initial intent for starting this channel was kind of in the realm of like safe space, self-developmental guru type stuff, because I had the audacity to believe that I had even a modicum of knowledge required to give advice out to other people. Listen, if I ever at any point on this channel proceed to give out advice, just shoot me in. No, but you know, I just don't believe that I'm qualified to give people advice on anything anymore, for real. I know what I know, and I can just say what I believe things to be, but in terms of advice, I don't think that's what I'm trying to do with this channel anymore. I think I'm just trying to talk about opinions, bullshit that I want to do, and stuff of that nature. And that kind of falls into like the reaction type of video category, where like you're technically just taking the content of other people and talking about things, specifically in the idea that, like, I don't know if you guys know who Ludwig is, very famous streamer, very famous person who has risen to stardom in the last 6 years of streaming. He went to YouTube, I believe, maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Yeah, the initial intent was kind of like a, you know, like a kind of, we sit in a spot, sing kumbaya, talk about our feelings, be emotionally intelligent with each other, and be honest and open. And it just be very like, you know, calming, I guess. I was really going for like a sage guru type feel, because, you know, the name of the channel is Sage Tower. Like, that's where we are. But that was the idea for the space that I wanted. But it was kind of arrogant, I would say, of me to attempt to create a space, a community of people in a platform that I'm not even established in of any kind, and think that I would be able to do so without clearly stating and establishing what my niche is. Like, I was thinking I could just be a variety channel, but to really start and establish yourself, like, it's really, who are you? Like, let's do it again, guys. Who are you? Right? Like, who are you on YouTube? Who are you in this sphere? And who are you trying to be at the end of the day? But, you know, it was kind of, like I said, arrogant of me to think that I could do that without any type of, like, you know, establishing feature, or whatever the case is here. Hold on, I forgot the words to describe those. Let me look at my script here. Let's look at this script here. I swore I just saw it. Yeah, I said any defining feature, content, authority, or merit. Yeah, past me is real smart. Current me right now recording this video, not too great, but you know, fuck it, we ball. But yeah, just not being able to have any of those defining qualities at the end of the day, it's like, you can't really expect your content to really go anywhere, you know. And the people who are quirky and have like a lot of good individual character traits, you know, whether you play up a character or something like that, you know, that gives you a boost. But there's no need to fake a persona to be here, you know. Like, in the idea and quest to discover who you are on YouTube, who you are as a YouTuber and things of that nature, you really just got to put yourself in your most authentic self, and I really ask, like, what is it that I want the world to see? When they think of me, what is it that I want them to see? And I think as long as you're following that mantra and like thought process for yourself, I think you're gonna be fine. And don't get me wrong, if you just want to create stuff and you just want to promote, like, you just want to post things, by all means, go ahead. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. But if this is something you really want to pursue genuinely, you're definitely gonna want to think about a couple things ahead of time in terms of your personal identity and established self on YouTube as a whole. Okay, let's see what the Okay, copy. Let me just explain something to you guys. The way I hate these garbage YouTube gurus being like, well, guys, the preparation that you gotta do from the beginning of the video to start a YouTube channel. The level of preparation is just like, it's not necessary. Yo, just honestly, bro, fuck it. Get a camera, get a phone, get a tripod, get a light, get a mic, get a computer, sit down, press record. And at the end of the day, you're gonna sit here and wonder, what the fuck is going on anyway? Nobody fucking knows. We just do this shit just because we gotta do this shit. Anyways, right now I'm gonna have to take a break because my sister came in and ruined my entire recording of 30 minutes. Oh, appreciate the free. Yes. Appreciate it. Alright, I don't know about y'all, but I'm about to eat this Raising Cane's right now. I'm gonna just put this down for a sec. Oh yeah. Yes. Sensational. But yeah, no. If I'm being completely real, the preparation stage in making a YouTube channel is very crucial. Like, just realistically, not even just about having the general idea of what it is that you're trying to create, but just things like an outline, a roadmap, something that you can have as sort of a template to kind of guide you in how you're trying to structure your video to begin with. Because, you know, right now it may seem like I'm just chatting, and honestly I really am, but I also do have a script that is, you know, sitting right in front of me technically. So at the end of the day, I can kind of go back and forth to it just to refresh my mind about the things that I need to talk about in whatever portion of the video I'm at. Not only that, but having done preparation ahead of time, like, also prepares you to be able to speak about your topic properly. Like, you are like, if you're talking about, let's say, news, if you're talking about the news, like, you're not coming out on the news and saying whatever random facts you think to be true. You're going to verify all your sources. You're going to make sure that all your witnesses and things of that nature regarding the situation you're talking about are verified. You know, this is all if you want to actually invest in the quality of yourself as a creator, and the quality of the content that you make in general, and in the growth of yourself as well. I would say one thing that has really helped me is getting myself comfortable to record, and not recording if I don't feel comfortable. Like, I know that may seem a little backwards to those who are like, pump out the content as fast as possible, but nah, I'm gonna pump it out when I feel necessary. I'm gonna pump it out if it's authentic to me, and I'm going to try to do that as consistently as possible, but I'm not gonna force myself. Wow, if you made it this far, we are at the final hurdle. Thanks for tuning in. I'm hoping that my cat is ripping my floor. I'm hoping that my content is something that is enjoyable for people to watch. Honestly, it's really something I enjoy doing a lot. Like, if I'm being completely honest with you, something about talking in front of a camera and just speaking as though I'm speaking to a friend, or I'm speaking to people who are actually trying to listen to me. It's pretty calming. I can't lie to you. It's pretty calming to have someone hear you. It's pretty common to have someone, you know, look at you and allow and make you feel seen. So it's like, I don't know, in a way, this is kind of a way for me to maybe substitute that in my own life, because sometimes, you know, it feels like I'm missing that. But I also get to say unhinged things and nobody can fucking stop me. So yeah, I don't know what I was gonna do with that there, but I'll leave it in. It's okay. So to prevent the final hurdle, hurdle 4, I think it's probably the most difficult and hardest one to get over. Do you have what it takes? And just in the sense of, like, do you have what it takes to keep going? You know, like, a lot of this content creation stuff is a mental game. Like, you really want it to take off and things of that nature, it's the mental game you really have to play with yourself is, how badly do you really want it? Like, when you upload things and you sit there and you say to yourself, like, wow, this was garbage. Do you sit there and you just give up, or do you sit there and you attempt to do it again? You know, and a lot of it is also you not bashing yourself for not doing great things all the time. Like, you're not going to get a perfect video out every single time you record something. You're not going to get a perfect video out, a perfect viral video out every single time you record something either. And at the end of the day, you just kind of have to be okay with that, right? Like, you just have to be okay with the fact that it's not going to be perfect all the time. But as long as you're making things authentic to yourself, I feel like it's very easy to get over that hurdle. For a lot of people, though, it's like it's the opposite, actually. You know, they get distressed and they get discouraged at the idea that everything they put isn't 100% perfect, and that, I don't know, it bums people out. And I get it to a degree, I do, but at this point now, I'm really just trying my best to give myself the benefit of the doubt and give myself a little bit of mercy in these times, because, you know, at the end of the day, everybody's just trying their best, everyone's trying their hardest, but it's the people who do that consistently every single day that end up making it, at least on this platform, I think. But what do I know? Don't take my advice on shit. Like I said in the beginning, this is not an advice channel. These are just hurdles and experiences that I think would help people. Not advice. Not advice. Well, that's about it. That's about all I got for you guys here. To be honest, I'm sorry. I was gonna read the outro for the script that I wrote, but that shit does not make sense anymore. This video went so much more off the rails in terms of how I think it should have gone. I wanted to make it like a clear-cut, defined type video, but no, fuck that. But yeah, I put a lot of effort into this video. I feel like if it doesn't feel like it, screw you. I don't really care. And yeah, I mean, like I said in the beginning, this video is going to be kind of like a rebranding of the channel. We're going to be doing a lot of different things that I think are super interesting and fun. And, you know, I'm also going to use this as a place just to vent and a place to just express myself. And like it or not, fuck it, we ball. Am I right? Fuck it, we ball. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, or don't. I don't really care. I know I'm supposed to, but I feel like it doesn't really make sense to care, because it's not like me saying it at this moment in time is really going to make you do it. But like, now that I've gone on this whole spiel, it kind of seems like I do care, right? Fuck. Whatever, bye. My name is CJ, this is Sage Tower, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.